Hi everyone, let's go through all the alts active coins. Now, very interesting thing happened when Bitcoin started moving up since October 1st. Alts were sidelined or lost value. For last, until yesterday, I saw some energy in some of the alts, most of the alts. During first week of October until 3 days ago, I saw only few of the alts were moving up, and also they had like turns and like for 3 days there was no consistent. Like for example, the way Bitcoin went up, not all the coins went up as far as consistency is concerned. They would move up for 2 3 days, but then that's it, and then some other coin would move up for a few days. So point is, I'm not trying to generalize, but for all coin, as I said, some coins really did well. But I want to start with a general trend that Bitcoin dominated. We saw Bitcoin dominance chart. I posted many times. uh, Bitcoin dominance has gone up, and liquidity was sucked by Bitcoin, you may say that, because there was clear evidence that alts were not moving up or gaining. So definitely the money was getting into Bitcoin, and that's what happened for first 3 weeks. Right. So last 2 3 4 days, I see more participation, more energy across alts, right? Compared to very few of them were getting money, but now I see more and more, uh, except last 2 days where there is some correction. So the pattern for alt and Bitcoin was like Bitcoin total dominance suppressed all the alts. 3 days ago, alts, most of the alts started moving up, and some of them really moved up significantly. Uh, but now, last 2 days, we observe Bitcoin is under correction. Again, we see pressure on alts. Now, that's not new. So, usually, what happens when Bitcoin dominates in terms of gain? So, the dominance chart is tricky. Uh, just quickly, so even Bitcoin drops, and the whole market drops, alts drop quickly. Even Bitcoin is dropping, but the alts would drop quicker, then the dominance would go up. So it's not that only when the Bitcoin goes up, dominance goes up. So it's a relative index. So if the alts lose more value, then also Bitcoin dominance goes up. Bitcoin need not have to go up for dominance to go up, right? So the dominance chart is just to get an idea that where the money is flowing. I don't think it's for trading, okay? Because as I said, there were some alts which were doing well. So it's, I would not generalize, but just at a very high level, you would get to know that whether the Bitcoin is getting more money or some alts. And also in alts, you cannot say all the alts, as Ethereum is a big one. Ethereum is very close to Bitcoin, like, of course not the same, but market cap wise it's getting closer. So you cannot just ignore Ethereum and put into alts category. That's not right. So, but just for simplicity, we are talking about Bitcoin versus alts. So that chart is just to show that Bitcoin getting most of the money, right? So that's the idea. Now, when the Bitcoin drops more than 2%, that also hurts alts. That's another trend. Okay, so when Bitcoin melts a bit, goes down slowly, it doesn't hurt alts. But if it drops suddenly, I don't know. I mean, it looks like that's how the algorithms are written. So two observation: the sudden drop, despite of whatever, like sudden drop, it affects alts, and more than 2% drop also hurt. And if it is combination of 2% plus and a quick drop, then it hurts the most. So that's my observation. You would notice this. right? It's something for you to track it further, but that's how it behaves. Now, and sometimes those kind of quick move could be temporary, right? Right, but that tells you that if you have new money again, there is a new holding. If you're holding, then there is a different strategy. If you have different money, then these things matter, because it is important that whether to go what with a Bitcoin or some else, or not to go with, because sometimes not to go with also makes sense. So this kind of phases, so for example, right now we are in a phase where not to go with something makes sense unless something is really outperforming and going against and clearly having some kind of a move, then it makes sense, right? But with the knowledge that Bitcoin is stable at this moment, in a sense it's not crashing, right? It's moving in a half a percent here and there at this moment. So that one, but the moment it drops by a percent, you will see, no matter what. For an example, Matic was up by 10%, 9%. A little bit of movement just now as I was speaking affected Matic. It was the strongest one in present time. Not present means during this call at this moment, okay? But if Bitcoin drops, no matter how strong this coin is, it's unlikely to continue. It's unlikely to continue. And the it is likely to drop even more because it gained more. So it's very tricky. So if, and it is impossible to time that. But the key thing, why I emphasize a lot, why I post a lot on Bitcoin daily, so you can have a better judge of alts, because there is a relationship. If you understand Bitcoin, you will understand alts, whether you like it or not. That's why I'm updating so much on Bitcoin daily, because no matter how good, see, look at Matic. Matic is under 8% gain now. It's just losing it. Why? Because Bitcoin is melting at this moment, right? It's losing as well. That's why. So unfortunately, this is the market which I personally don't like, where Bitcoin dictates, unlike stock market, when no one stock or two stock would dictate the whole entire stock market. This is the tragedy for stock market, sorry, for crypto, that still the Bitcoin is controlling everything. It's a tragedy, simply because there are 5,000 coins and they don't have identity. They are like puppets, not in a negative term, but price action point of view. They have independent life cycle, but as far, there are two different things. The development is independent, but the pricing is not independent. So my point is about pricing, not about their progress. So let's not mix up. They are independent, but pricing is totally different ball game, right? So when we talk about pricing, when we talk about trade, that it's unfortunate that they follow Bitcoin. I wish we don't have this kind of scenario, but unfortunately it's not going away no matter what we're doing, because Bitcoin is getting stronger and stronger. As Bitcoin gets stronger, this is more and more going to happen, right? So I would say only 20% dominance of Bitcoin would avoid this kind of behavior, and that would be great if it happens. But it doesn't mean I favor alts, by the way. Okay, most of the alts are crap. They don't need distributed system. They don't need, in fact, they're not distributed, they're calling distributed, but it's a different topic. I don't want to digress, right? But the point is, most of the alts do not require decentralized or blockchain applications, but they are selling and earning a lot. So when I say Bitcoin dominance should go down, it doesn't mean I'm a proponent of all the alts, because mind thinks that way. If not this, then that. No, it's not like that. What I'm saying is the good quality alts should get higher value and should be independent. That's my message on expectation. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So I cannot state for entire alts, a lot of alts, right? I'm talking about good ones. Anyway, so let's continue on the pricing part. So I'm going to focus on trend. Daily ups and down, as I said, is going to be driven by Bitcoin. Okay, they are not going to escape from it. Now, if you look at it, 1 inch made a progress, and this is a retest of the breakout, because this is a resistance, a point of rejection, and now it has returned. So this level, you can say, if it comes down to this level, that's not a concern at all, right? It's totally normal. What we expect is not to lose this level, not to lose this week's gain. If it is able to retain, this is excellent. Okay, don't look at -2. What you have to see, it should not lose this. And you are going to see similar comment for many else, because life cycle point of view, they may not be so different. Away, right now I don't see any spark, not bad, holding up, hanging in there, nothing great at this moment. ADA moving sideways, nothing great about it, it's taking its own time. It's neutral, so to speak, right? It is in hibernation, you may say that. It'll wake up one day. Okay, you don't have to track it, you have to set an alert. Okay, this candle's high would be a good level, 2.4 plus. Set an alert, forget about it. If you're interested in entering, right, no need to track, use the alert. And I'll highlight some key levels, right? And similarly, this candle's low should be the level you should be tracking as far as risk is concerned. So this is in hibernation. It may take its own time, we don't know how long, right? So that's how it is. Algo is now charging up, getting better. You would like it to be sitting at 2.13 level, then it's better. At this moment, this is very positive. Unlike ADA, which is like in hibernation, Algo has woken up. So that's the difference when you have to compare. Alice is moving sideways. Nice consolidation. This is a new coin. There's no trend. So this is it. It started in a during the correction. So they kind of born during the tough time, and it is in nice balance, high low, high low. If you look at this nice wave, and might be boring for some, but this is nice, this is in good balance. Okay, and what you want is one nice move above 16 USD. That's it. Once you have it, then you are going to see a new trend starting up. At this moment, assume it is under sideways move, under consolidation. There are three stages, right? Uptrend, sideways move, which is we call consolidation, where you see range bound movement, the price range. This is high, this is low, and anything is in between is a swing, right? Swing within that range, and that's consolidation. And whether the consolidation is positive or negative, it depends where it stands. Okay, Atom. Atom has charged up like Algo, so very positive. You I would need 43 for Atom. Anything this is not bad, but 43 is needed for it to shoot up. This is not bad at all. EVAX, nice bounce this week, right? Really good progress. So I think this is also one of the strongest one at this moment, sitting on top, consolidating, without losing any value. So this week really made a good progress here. AXS, newly added coin, right? I have given a green level, which was the point of rejection. So this is again sideways move, consolidation, very positive. As long as it doesn't break below last week's low, it's all right. I gave green level. Why? Because new money cannot be put where it is under consolidation. It doesn't make sense, right? No matter how good they look like, because it's like dead investment. You know, why do I don't I don't like that usually. That's my personal preference. I would like coin um like out of the consolidation zone. Band is showing positive sign. If you look at last 2 weeks, it's coming out of this consolidation, which is like this bottom formation here. Now you can expect it to continue moving on the upside. Positive. On a monthly, if you look at this one, this coin is special. You have to imagine this is the left side. You have to imagine this is the right hand side. It has been in the consolidation for a very long time, since August last year, 2020, in fact, not last year. Oh, sorry, last year, my bad. So last 14 months, it has been consolidating, right? And it had amazing move. So this coin is unique. Why? Because it moved up when hardly any coin moved up. This is not the time where coins were moving up. Look at the history. This is the time where coins were correcting themselves, under correction, and it moved up. So that's why this coin was a hero at that time. And my earlier point that no matter, so when you look at this is a huge move, and no other coin moved this much, not even close, not even 10% of this, maybe hardly something which I don't know about. But broadly speaking, if you find this phase second half of the 2020, let me know what coin moved up like band. So that is hard to find anything. So we found, and we gave all the target on opportunity channel, right, that way, and highlighted. But point is, when the time has gone for that coin, we cannot just say this is the hero, this is the hero, and we stick to it. See, we have to think about what is really moving up, right? What is going to give us more money? We just don't try to say this is my favorite. I mean, those who think that this is my favorite would actually lose opportunities. I'm not saying lose money, but opportunities. Those who are open minded grab a lot of opportunities, simply because, take this as an example, this gave amazing profit, so you become fan of it, you hold it. When you hold it, of course you are not losing a lot. Why? Because it's not crashing, it's consolidating in a way which is so annoying for last 12 months, like high low, and then somewhere in middle, right? Now, so you're not losing money, but you're losing time, and you're losing money because in a different way, because your money is locked for 12, 13, 14 months, and other coin would have given you more money. So nothing wrong in holding this coin, but the point is, that's a decision one has to take, that you want to stick around or slowly get out of it and try to do something and return back when it looks good. And that's what I try to explain by different examples, that you don't have to marry a coin. It's not a marriage. Anyways, but at the same time, it's not that you change every other day. So my emphasis is on trend. So when you look at uptrend, you be with it. When you see sideway movement, avoid it once you understand what it is doing. Now, when band comes to this level, it becomes attractive. Now you cannot think, and you have to change your mind again and say, okay, wow, you know what? Now this is my platform. This whole entire thing is my consolidation. And if it is sitting here, especially here, you cannot ignore band. You have to turn your eyes towards band as a trader, as an investor, because this could give immense profit if it breaks above. Why? Simply it has so much of ammunition it would have because of its prolonged consolidation. This is full of energy. This would be full of energy when it comes to this level. So, in other words, if you want to take baby step, This could be a coin. Baby step, remember, baby step, because we don't know how long it will take to reach this level. But starting from here all the way here, there can be baby steps. And there, here, when it comes there, that's where you pay attention, because this coin requires attention at this time, and I'm calling it out now. So it's not about band being a favorite, but then it will, if it becomes favorite, why not? When it comes down to this one, then it makes sense. But it makes sense because of the stage where it stands, not because of a coin, not because of its fundamental. I mean, band is doing well, project is doing well, why the price is not moving it? So if the fundamentals are driving the price, yeah, short term, yeah, but the thing, it doesn't mean that the band team is not making progress. So sometime there is a demand, like we saw for Sol, that there is a demand from NFT, so it's going to boost. It doesn't mean other projects are not making progress. It's simply because the demand is so high that that kind of coin is just shooting up, like huge demand like that. So that's the game. And so the fundamentals are important, but I think the short-term demand would push the price irrespective of what is being developed. So the focus is not development and the progress. The focus is what the platform is offering sometimes. So that's the real fundamental, which I always talk about, the usability. If the once the platform becomes usable, that's the real fundamental. Any coin that makes progress, that's fundamental too, but that's not real fundamental as far as valuation is concerned, intrinsic value is concerned. To me, intrinsic value, when it is being used, whether it's used for some kind of a crap trend or really useful use case, it doesn't matter. As long as the platform is in demand for usage, that's positive. Anyways, so band, I covered why it is important when it reaches here, starting here, and so on, maybe starting from now, but in a progressive manner, right? And why it is not important that you, what it's why it is important to make your coin favorite when, from a TA point of view, of course, there is no need to be sentimental about it. So BNB is looking amazing. It is about to break above. This is a borderline case. It actually, you can say, it has broken above the downtrend line. Little push would be more helpful, I would say. Once it reaches 520, something like this, that's it. Then you should see more speed into it. Right now, I think it's already gaining some momentum. This week is a little dull for it, obviously, because it's near the resistance from where it got rejected in month of August, right? It makes sense for it to spend some time here. So once it reaches to 520 plus, 525 plus, then I'm expecting it to speed up, and that's becomes, so this will become a star. So it could happen in next few days. So this is a good one. We talked about BTC. I clicked on it. Okay, CELR could take time. It ran a lot, so this is still under correction, right? Not like a correction in a sense, crash and all. It's just usual life cycle. This is consolidation also, very range bound movement. So I think you can say give it some time, let it break above 0.16, then it makes sense. 0.118, I would say, then it makes sense. So right now it's not at risk at all. It's nicely sitting on top, one of the strongest one. But right now I think it could take time. Then the next one is Doge. Doge is under consolidation. As you could see, this was the low, this is a higher low. It is about to break about downtrend line. It had tried couple of times but failed, but not given up the level. So that's the beauty. And once it breaks above this level, which is 0.28, I would say, then I'm expecting it to fly. Of course, there will be stoppages, 0.37 and all in between, but at least we won't be thinking about anything at the lower end. This is like right now is on edge, not from risk point of view, but on a from a breakout point of view. This is like near breakout, upward breakout level. The range is there, 0.25 to 0.2728 kind of a range. Once it is broken above, we will see the momentum. Right now it is making progress but not having momentum. So there is steady progress on week by week. If you look at it, 4 back-to-back candle, but there's no momentum, there's no price action. It's just that it's making progress, but not in terms of major percentage gain, right? But it's positive. Dot is sitting near all-time high. Awesome. Nothing more to say. Green candles, one of the top ones right this moment. It's looking good, looking good. It could spend some time, by the way. It could spend some time. It's near all-time high. Natural reaction. This is something what Bitcoin I talked about. Very similar. EGLD. Look at that. This is strength. So this week especially has brought EGLD in the category where we can say this is going to crush these levels and go for higher level. Excellent setup, right? I mean, yeah, this week has changed, so looking really good, very strong. ETH ETH is one of the strongest one, and right now it has reacted near all-time high. Again, same stuff. It cannot ignore all-time high. It cannot. No, but no coin will ignore. Reaction could be some kind of a retracement, but some kind of you know correction, but not necessarily that's something negative. No way, right? So this is doing all right. However, if it loses this week's low, then it's a point of concern, in my opinion. But at this moment, it's not showing any sign. So we'll see. Yeah, looking strong. Filecoin. This is also under consolidation. This coin swing a lot. This is a volatile coin, so be careful. So this is not for someone who wants a smooth ride. So it's its nature, and if you look at it's making progress, though it's maintaining trend line. This is interesting. Look at this arrow, right? You may connect. So it is like very interesting setup. It is moving along this yellow line, moving away, coming back, moving away, coming back. So it kept on touching since June last year. It kept on touching this yellow line. It's so interesting. In other words, then this yellow line becomes a strong trend as well, and then it also means that we don't want it to break below yellow line, right? On a weekly, it should not close below yellow line. So spikes are okay. So if spikes below yellow line is okay, but it should not close below. Especially this, I would say, consider the week 21st, this September 20th week. It should not close below this. Then I would it would lose its. I would say it's not disastrous. Still, it's a borderline case. If it loses this, then yeah, of course, it's disastrous. But this is a big warning if it loses September 20th week low, right? So this is all right. And this coin is crazy coin in a sense that the way it moves sometime, this is like ICP and this, I would comment the same. Both of them are similar nature. When they move up so fast. Sometimes they cover the ground in a way, this kind of distance they can cover in a day or two. It's so crazy. So percentage movement, you cannot comment on it, What you have to focus is the trend. That's why I'm highlighting the trend here and these two levels. But when you deal with this coin, be mentally prepared that you are on a roller coaster ride. If not, then this is not your coin. And I often say this, sometimes you have to identify the coin. Does it suit to your nature or not? If it suits to your nature, then buy it. Otherwise, don't buy it just because there's a lot of percentage movement here and there. I think I said that many times, but sometimes I repeat that, you know, it's like matchmaking. So try to understand the nature of the coin. If it is giving hard time, that coin is not for you. It's not that you are making mistake. Okay. Sometimes you blame on yourself, and I say don't blame you on yourself. Some people see, some people don't afraid for bungee jumping, and some people don't mind. They would love it, right? It's not about right or wrong. You cannot comment that people who is afraid of bungee jumping is coward. No, we cannot say or it's bad. No, it's the nature. And someone who is bungee jumping, we can say he's crazy. No, it's his or her nature. So everybody does their, I mean, everybody's action is based on the nature. Nothing, no one else to judge about it. It's not right thing to judge. So but what I'm saying, as far as trading is concerned, this is the same thing applies. You judge what suits you, not let other tell you what is good, right? I'm highlighting the nature. I'm explaining the nature now, and your experience put together, and see if does it make sense for me to hold this coin, from TA perspective, my nature point of view. Then only do. Otherwise, go for slower moving coin which has lesser volatility, and I am highlighting those as well, right? And highlighting those which are very volatile. I kicked out Kava for a reason. It doesn't mean it's not making profit, but it's volatile. I don't want it. Sometimes I kicked out. Usually in active coin, I don't keep volatile, but volatility doesn't mean it's bad. Volatility, as far as trend is maintained, I'm not mind, because there are some fundamentals also important. Filecoin has good fundamental distributed file system and all. So that's also reason why it is kept. It's a unique use case. Not many coins are in that field, and the file system is going to grow as data grow. So there is a good fundamental behind it. So the active coin list, the coins, there are reasons for those coins to be in the active list. Many, not just technical reasons, also fundamental reasons. So anyway, so point is, trader, investor, no matter what, need to see the nature of the coin and be honest about it. Does is it for me or not? If not, just it's okay. See, lesser percentage gain is fine than getting scared of it every day. If you're getting scared of your coin every day, then it's not for you. Then you chose the wrong one, you know. So try not to select something which bothers you. This is crazy coin in in a positive way. It doesn't really interesting. What to say? This is the top performers. This is top performer, not one of the tops, but top. It's like consistency is impeccable. This is just simply amazing. It's restless, and I don't know why. If you are really ask me, I know I read about this when it was in ICO stage. I read the white paper and all. I had no clue this would go too much like this far, if to be honest. And who cares if it is going up? People are earning money. I still remember early days. Uh, so some coins surprised me in their valuation. I believe this coin compared to other coin is far more I mean price is far more higher than its valuation. But that's my individual comment. As far as chart is concerned, I don't mind if it is going up. I would simply say which one has a high probability of going up or down and so on. So that would provide. opportunities and highlight risks. Who cares if it is supposed to value half of its value or not? Because there's no real fundamental unless it is being used. Anyway, so this is top ones in terms of price performance, right? I don't have to comment. It's sitting on top without losing any value. I wish this coin was available for US, users. FTT. FTT is charging up. So this is a point of rejection. It just retested this level, and it's the same level where it got got corrected deeply from mid-May, right? So here it's taking time, so don't be surprised. This is a range, correct? Then it should go back. So FTT is not a concern at all. It's looking strong. GRT, what I said for band more or less applies to here. It's coming out. It's coming out, getting better, getting stronger, right? It has broken about downtrend. It has retested the level this week, but it actually broke and retested. So it's on edge from that point of view, but I'm expecting it to continue. And this could start a new wave, right? And I think I'm expecting it to shoot up or getting even more faster after 1.2 level. So this is getting stronger each day, the last 2 weeks, right? HNT, not bad, but doing nothing as at this moment. It's holding up pretty well. So this was consolidation phase where you had to be patient. Then nice move, made new all-time high. This is another consolidation phase where you got to be patient, maybe one day. So what you have to do is you may set an alert somewhere here at 23. That's it. At this moment, so if you're holding, of course, this is looking good, nothing to worry. If you're interested, I would say 23. Because it will make sure it clears up all this resistance, right? Then it makes sense. It's not far. So yeah, this is also strong coin. ICB, what to say? This is disappointing for many, for good reasons. I won't blame them if they are disappointed, but as far as TA is concerned, this is a down wave, right? Then this is bounce. I wouldn't say uptrend. This is a bounce because see, this is a relatively new. It's too early to tag this coin, in my opinion. The use case is solid, and there is no other use case that I know of. This is the one-off coin which has a unique use case. There are so many coins which are similar, so many NFT platforms, but there is no truly scalable cloud platform which is distributed like ICP that I came across. You tell me if I'm missing any. It's not that I know all, but whatever I know, I haven't come across any coin which is a competitor of ICP or same use case. When you talk about chain link, there's band and chain link, same use case, right? Similarly, identity, supply chain, NFT platform, DeFi, you name it, there are always more than one. This is the only one that I know in its field which has no. GRT is another. There's no search engine that I have seen that anyone is building. So GRT, ICP are unique in their use cases. There might be some new, I'm not saying, but at least these are the frontiers. So fundamentally, this is a new coin. I wouldn't tag this coin as bad coin. There is a reason I kept it. This is so boring. See, if this would not have this fundamental, I would have thrown this out, this coin by now. So I'm keeping it for a reason. because I'm thinking from a long term, and also from TA point of view, it hasn't broken this low. So I'm 45 whatever level, right? For sorry, 38, 39 level. It hasn't broken. If it breaks and comes down, then I'll say this is not good at all. But this is a bounce, and this is retest and a decent level. Boring, but decent. And this is also crazy one in terms of price movement. um, if this starts, it is going to outperform almost all in terms of percentage gain. This is like similar to file, as I said. This could move up by 20-30% in a day. It has that potential. And in that case, if it starts, a percentage gain is not a concern. So this coin is for those who are patient enough, those who believe in the use case. Otherwise, you will get bored. So you cannot time it. One fine day, it can shoot up by 20-30%. You cannot time it, unfortunately. You have to keep it. You cannot time it. IOTA, not bad. Look at nice low. It's maintained and now consolidating. So not bad. It's just in good balance. So right now, not making a major move, but nice balance. So it's looking good. KCS, one of the strongest one, getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I have been highlighting this coin need attention, guys. And this was the high, all-time high. It got rejected from all-time high, right? And it's coincident that this April May month was also point of correction. So both the events coincided in a way that all-time high and the correction from Bitcoin also came at the same time, right? So that's why it came down, but natural, as all the coins lost value. But look at that, now bounce consolidating. This is setup. This setup is a breakout setup for upside. So here it's going to launch and hit 18 plus 18 range. Little bit of consolidation, might be retest of this. Be patient, and a second breakout, which will be huge, okay? Because that breakout is not for this, it is a breakout for new all-time high. So there is a difference, and there is a difference I'm highlighting here. This is not going to be ordinary breakout. And KuCoin is offering new coins. Platform is growing. More and more traders I see going into KuCoin. KuCoin is making money. We don't know the fate of KuCoin. If the regulation come hard, maybe there is some challenge for KuCoin. Who knows? We have to be aware of this risk. So the KuCoin will, fundamentally speaking, if there is any major regulatory restriction where people cannot use, because right now they are not even restricting the US citizens or residents. So many US residents are also on KuCoin because they are not checking any IP. Absolutely no checking. So if they are under pressure, you might see some pressure, and then you might see impact. So if that happens, you will see some change. But that's something obvious. At this moment, it's not happening, so we cannot talk about it. But if it starts happening, definitely chart will also reflect that change. At this moment, this is bullish, very much bullish, looking strong. But if I talk about risk, this is a potential risk. Right now, it has no restriction. When the restrictions come as part of regulation, then you will see impact, negative impact, but natural. Okay. KSM, for that matter, not to digress, if regulator comes and say all the proof of stakes are securities, you're going to see I would not say wipe out, but what you saw for XRP, you will see across the board. Across the board. Who will win mining coins? Because they are truly decentralized. Any entity which produces coin is not decentralized platform to start with. People think about servers. To me, no. That's replicated nodes. These are not distributed system. These are not distributed consensus. It's totally fake thing. It's just for scalability. And I don't blame them. I criticize them for saying that it's a distributed system. That's my only criticism. If they don't say that we are truly distributed, I'm fine. Okay, then you do whatever you're doing, your business. But they are selling the product in with a tag saying we are highly distributed, which is utterly wrong. They are totally it's centralized entity decide what coin to burn, what coin to issue, who how many coin they will keep with their team. When they'll dump, they're not answerable. That's not distributed system by any mean, right? So that's all fake organization. In a if they don't call themselves distributed, then I'm totally fine. Otherwise, I have a big problem with them. Yeah, very strong opinion about this topic, because at technology point of view also, and our governance point also, they're cheating people in a way. Binance says we burned this much. Why you burn? Why you created if you wanted to burn? You have Bitcoin protocol. It's fixed protocol. There's no manipulation. Its protocol is fixed. You cannot burn things. You cannot produce against what your protocol. They can. It's not easy to change your protocol that way. You may split or change, go for another chain. That's a different thing. But you cannot change otherwise. So that's the value of Bitcoin, and some other coins like Litecoin and any other coin which are having similar strategy. That's the respect. That's why my respect goes to them. You know, as far as this distributed platform is concerned, truly permissionless distributed system. Other are fake. Even I have respect for Dogecoin for that reason. Somebody asked why Dogecoin. Come on, Dogecoin is not ordinary coin compared to many proof of stake coins. They have merged mining with Litecoin. Security of Dogecoin is equivalent to Litecoin. You cannot just think about past. See the future. See the present and see the future. Okay. Those who are talking about Doge as a meme coin is outdated. They don't know at all what is happening. They are in dark. Anyway. Okay, back to our price analysis. So Link, I would like to highlight Link, especially yesterday I was observing Link. I said earlier that it has lost its glory, which is true because it used to be a winner compared to an outperformer. And I'm seeing that it could reclaim its status in coming days, potentially. So I'm highlighting now that pay attention to Chainlink because it's doing something different compared to past few weeks or months, so to speak. So consider this as a heads up that this could be something that it used to be like praised with, right? Because you know that it had its glory during this time where it used to outperform even Bitcoin. It would go against Bitcoin for a long time, outperform Bitcoin in a big way. For 2 years, it outperformed Bitcoin for 2 years, and then it came down for many weeks, and now I see some charge in it, so I'm highlighting it. LTC, Litecoin, trying to break about this downtrend. Once I talked about this, once it breaks above, so it has crossed 200, which is a big first milestone. I wanted, if you see my previous recording, I said 220. That's the number I gave, right? I didn't know that it reacted at 214, which is a range. So about 220, you will see the change in Litecoin, in my opinion, right? So right now it is still under, I mean, no major action, but about 220, I think it should go up quickly and do well. Luna is also one of the strongest one, right? um, Top ones, one of the top ones. Amazing performance, price action. Look at this one. This week is strong and looks like it's ready to make new all-time high. So this is looking awesome. Luna. So it's still under consolidation, you can say, but it's consolidation it's about to, it's like kind of ending its consolidation. It's near its end and likely to shoot up. So next week it's likely to break above and starts a new leg on the upside. Looking strong to me. Matic. Matic is something I would like to highlight because this is another coin which is like it moved up by 13,000%, and then it has gone through, it is under consolidation and not much of an action. But you see last week it moved up by 25% and today it moved up by 9%. You see these two candles and it is saying I'm coming. Okay guys, it says I'm coming, pay attention to me, pay attention. So it's just saying I'm coming, I have come, I mean I'm striking back kind of attitude. And once it breaks about this, it's going to unleash its power. So this is also a coin that I'm highlighting. Okay, because if this breaks above, this could go a long way, in a big way. I'm trying to make my voice lower to create that impact. Anyway, you got it. NKN is not bad but volatile. So it had hit, if I highlight, so you see it is doing its job by hitting the target, but it gives you it's volatile, as I mentioned earlier, so I won't repeat again. Amazing trend earlier. This is still consolidation. It has hit the target R1, retraced from R1, hit R2, precise. So it's following technicals. Look at another technical move which I just noticed, that it hit R1 and reach. But then you cannot judge this coin. I'm going to provide R3, and it is going to hit R3 as well, but not without pain. Okay, so if you are scared with this drop, which is not easy actually, 32% drop, sorry, 36% drop after hitting R2, it's not easy. In fact, low was little in 40k. So usually major correction happen with 40k, and this coin just do 40k correction here and there. You know what I'm saying? So this is a coin which is going to be like this because it hasn't done it for first time. It's its nature, right? Look at this drop. This is also 30% drop. So if you are not going to accept its nature, this is not going to help you, and this is not for you. As far as trend is concerned, trend is on. So are you okay to take 40% swing? If it is no, it's not for you. So that's the point. I explained this during the call earlier. Got to just think about it. So if there is a potential gain, but not without pain. But some coins could give you good gains without pain, relatively speaking. This is a coin which could give both. But since its trend is good, it did well. Also a choice for US users. Sometimes I add, yeah. So that's why. Okay, next one is looking excellent. You could see this was previous high. Awesome move. consolidation, nice bowl kind of structure, right? And then you see another one loop, and now this is moving up. If you track this coin on a daily basis, you are not going to be happy about it. So zoom out. This coin requires weekly tracking, otherwise it will give you hard time. Okay, and don't be impatient about this, because this is one of the strongest one. But yeah, if you track daily, you're gone. Quant, I'm not so happy about. QNT, sorry, not quant, but QNT. I'm not so happy. When I say not happy, means it's not crashing though, but it's boring. Since so and volatile too. On a weekly scale, there's a lot of the price range is not. See, there's a percentage, but I want some kind of. So, for an example, ICP is not volatile. It's boring, but not volatile. It has certain pattern. It has drop, but it's not. It doesn't swing like what you see here in QNT on a weekly. If you measure this swing, it's crazy swing, right? This swing is 20% and that range. Every week, you don't want this kind of crazy swing, and so I mean, I'm talking about its nature. So if you're fine with its nature, then that's all right. But personally, I find it annoying. Anyways, Bitcoin is doing something silly, so the alts are dropping. Oh man, there is volatility. This is very different behavior on weekend. Bitcoin is dropping as I speak. It was up by 1%, now it's 0.32. There's volatility, and it's making altcoin. I mean, it's giving hard time. See, this is the point I was talking about. I just hate this kind of coupling. Why? This is one thing I just hate about crypto market. Seriously, it's like punishing everyone. Crazy bots. Anyway, let's continue. SKL, not bad, but very volatile. This is also. I used to like this coin, but this also decent trend. But this is so weird. Seriously, I mean, so this is NKN, and these are same category. This could go. I'll observe for some more time, but yes, strange. I was not expecting this kind of behavior, to be honest. This, especially this, is not something I. This is crazy behavior. Anyways, so right now it's not crashing. So it's all right. Oops. SOL. SOL. No need to say, it's one of the top ones. This correction was tiny compared to what the amount of gain it had. And then consolidation. When it was here, I was saying it could move sideways, but it is impatient. I think the huge NFT demand is driving this coin platform, and there's real demand for NFT these days, huge trend. So this coin is likely to be in demand in terms of price. So price is likely to go up. Not it's unlikely to be sideways for long. So I think so. There are two parts I mentioned earlier. One is the platform. The platform is okay. I mean, it's scalable. I know, but it crashed as well. In reality, it crashed. Production system went down. The live system went down for a few hours. So it's a failure. So it's. I mean, when you have millions of dollars, you cannot just fail. So to me, it's a bad incident. It doesn't mean this is a throwaway platform. They'll improve and get better. But the point is, some platform which is like Litecoin, which never failed, never hacked, but some platform which failed but still in demand simply because they are offering some trendy thing. So mm, that's the difference between price and a value. You know, Litecoin has value as far as stability, its security and proven record, but it's not in demand because it's not offering something which is trendy. It's like NFT, for example. So that's the thing. Both are fundamentals. One is the real. This is also fundamental that NFT is real demand, fundamental, right? But at the same time, it crashed. That's also fundamental. You cannot have a system which crashes. You know, Litecoin never crashed, for example. Bitcoin never crashed. Dogecoin never crashed. So you know what I'm saying. So there are two different aspects to fundamental. There's no one fundamental. One is technology fundamental. One is just a temporary demand, and so the price is always going with the trend, and the price will drive something. So price, one should not misunderstand price and the value. Both are two different things. Often they are go in hand, but not always in a speculative market like crypto and stock market. It goes hand in hand, the intrinsic value and price. Sometimes price goes above, that's why PE value is higher, price to earning, because sometimes the sentiments go forward, but they always keep an eye on the fundamental. If the quarterly results are good, they're not going to go up. Here there is no quarterly results, but this kind of demand sometimes. So these are the driving forces. So it's very hard to say what is the intrinsic value. So the temporary demand cannot be treated as the only intrinsic value. You cannot forget about security. You cannot forget about other threat from regulations and so on. Right? Those are all important. So the NFT demand is driving the price, but you cannot say that's the fundamental, the only fundamental. If that demand goes away, the platform will be as ordinary platform as any other platform, in my opinion, because it's not that this platform has done something uh, so unique. Yeah, of course they have done so unique in terms of NFT platform, NFT feature, but as far as other technology concerned, it's not unique, right? Not something out of the world. There are other scalable platform as well. So fundamentals have different perspectives, I would say. But right now, if there is a trend and if a platform is offering that trend specific feature, the price is likely to go up. So yeah, we can go with the trend sometimes, but without losing the focus. So Bitcoin is about 1% now. Look at that volatility. My goodness. We'll look into that before comments. Anyway, so SRM, not bad, nothing great at this moment. It has to be near 10 plus. So I would simply ignore. There's no risk. Opportunity wise, okay. Sushi, I would say the same. Nothing great about it. No risk, but opportunity wise, there's nothing. It's moving sideways. Dell, I would say the same. There's nothing major, but it's pretty much good. I like the balance. It's not volatile, so I like that. I don't it's pretty stable, and like it's not volatile. It moves in a very narrow range. Consolidation is very positive. So I like it. Theta is coming up. So it's showing a good sign to me. So this coin could shoot up next week if Bitcoin remains calm. That if remains the underlying statement all the time, right? Whether I state or not. So whenever I say underlying thing is if Bitcoin remains calm. Okay, you have to add this line. I'm not going to repeat, but Assume that line is there if Bitcoin remains down. Unfortunately, that's why I hate that. VET, strong, getting strong and strong. So this is looking really good. Once it breaks above 0.17, I think it's going to move up even faster. So it's already showing a really good sign, strong one. VR is also one of the strongest one. Look at that. This weekly coin, this is going to make another high, by the way. So strong coin, strongest coin, without any reason. Without any reason to doubt. Okay, waves not bad, but nothing much. Silent. So okay, no threat, no opportunity. So XLM I added recently because of its setup. Why it's taking time? Oh, I lost my connection. Why? So bad. Oh, it has. Okay, certain. It's near breakout, and it did well. Not bad. No, it's near breakout, so I added. It was when I added. Actually, it was about to break out. It retraced, so we'll see. If it doesn't do well, I'll think about it. But right now, it's not bad. Because this also has a tendency to make huge move. So if it breaks above, it could reach 2.7 very quickly. Okay, so that's why I added, and the trend wise it's decent. So let's see. Okay, that ends everything. So I think before it ends, I'm just curious what Bitcoin was doing because it's going crazy. At a lower time scale, we should see. You know what? I should end this recording.